Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius, October 13, 2022. Seeing something in realistic terms helps improve your plans and preparations today. Sorting and organizing efforts can also go a long way. Today's Sun-Saturn harmonious aspect can help ground you, encouraging you to simplify your life, particularly on personal levels. While some elements of your life feel up in the air, you can appreciate focusing on things within your control, steadiness, and reliability. Studies, personal interests, and projects can be a strong focus. Talking with someone who shares similar values is rewarding. It's a time to go the extra mile for special people and projects. A conversation can enhance a relationship, or a relationship might develop from a conversation. The emphasis is on communication, partnering up, or negotiating. Something constructive can come from any of these things. Today's cosmic weather will bring solid foundations to you and your relationships. As the Sun inches forward in the skies of your solar third house, he'll link exactly with mighty Saturn, our great taskmaster, who is standing proudly across the sky from you in your solar seventh house of partnership. This ensures that you and a lover could have a meaningful conversation and make a promise that lasts for the long term. Signing a contract or negotiating may also be on the table at this time. With our great luminary and Saturn aligned, it could have strength built within it. What do you want to change about your professional commitments? It is time to speak to the other professional party involved when the Sun in Libra trines Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. You and the other party are open to switching things up. This could be a change in command, different responsibilities, or even legal changes in any contracts. When you approach the other party, make sure that you do so in a peaceful manner. Have all the facts, pros, and cons ready to discuss. Be open to compromise to ensure that you get your must-haves moving forward. Having the moon move through your career sector in the heart of the working week is always an advantage, but especially as it comes just a day after Mercury left your income sector and just 3 days after Pluto's direct turn in your work sector. The moon is connecting with planets across the income, work, and career fronts that are here to stay. Making yourself beautiful for a certain someone may have brought up some health issues. Are you ready to begin taking your diet more seriously? What you put in your mouth goes a long way toward shaping your life. Eventually, as you recently noticed, it has an effect on how you see yourself in the mirror. Why not ask yourself up front how you want to see yourself? Examine your eating habits when you are not hungry, and ask yourself, who do I want to be? Today the vibrations will be speaking more about reflection and waiting rather than taking action and concluding your projects. However, if you are patient and furnish the necessary effort, you will be better able to avoid obstacles in your effective life. The situation is far from ideal and the routine in your sentimental life could be heavy for you. Fortunately, this slow period is going to end soon, and after it has finished you should have confidence in yourself again. Just having the moon in your career sector in the heart of the working week is an advantage. However, this is a chance to ensure your professional instincts are sharp and you are emotionally and intuitively engaged as planets across the income, work, and career fronts not only regroup but at a turning point in the year on all three fronts. Meanwhile, Mercury, the planet of communication, is back in your communication sector in time to take advantage of a friendly aspect between the Sun here and Saturn in your relationship sector. As Mercury spends his first full day back in your communication sector, he has joined up with the Sun and Venus here with perfect timing. The communication gods have assembled their team, with the planets of love and communication joining forces with the Sun to ensure the communication lines are open during Saturn's final days in retrograde motion in your relationship sector. Our eyes in the sky. There is a purification process unfolding in the skies. Don't let anyone dim your light, even as the tougher planetary connections are pulling at you and trying to make you feel self-conscious. Yes, there is a continuation with Uranus and the Libra Sun, which share a minor frustration that seems as though it's tugging at your soul. The collective is now met with another aspect, with the Sun's position in balancing Libra and Saturn in Aquarius harmonizing the energy. These aspects are meant to change society, but it isn't going to happen overnight. It will help you gain insight into your life from a very spiritual level. You can't control what's happening on a larger scale. Internally, that's where the greatest change is going to occur. You can support your friends and family through these times and even take to the streets in the name of social justice. Libra is the sign of the law, and Saturn in Aquarius dictates policies. Think of this as a cosmic alliance that requires in-depth diplomacy on all levels. The scales only tip when one side isn't doing its job from a place of truth. What do you see that needs changing? Luckily, the energy encourages you to tell it like it is to anyone who will listen and shout it to anyone who isn't paying attention. Be open to those you trust who have more life experience, because they're serving as your guide through these eye-opening transits, especially when Mars in Gemini squares Neptune in Pisces in the evening. There can be an obsessive-compulsive element to this day as well. Perfectionist tendencies are very possible. Be careful to check your thoughts and make sure that you aren't being too hard on yourself. Aspects are slowing down your ability to earn the kind of money you may have become used to and asking you to become more responsible about how you spend your cash. Establish limits so you can save for retirement or other goals. Your house of creativity, family, and fun are affected. If you're having trouble getting motivated, just think about how what you do now will benefit your family in the future. In the morning, Venus in Libra squares off with Pallas, the goddess asteroid of strategy, in Cancer, creating a disconnect between how we give and receive love. The square stimulates conflict, so we recognize how our romantic conduct is working against us. Indeed, we might have been using Cancerian care and support as a strategy for entrapping lovers. In all likelihood, manipulation techniques were not entered into consciously. We simply assumed that the best way to get others to like us was to make ourselves as accommodating as possible. Yet now, we see that relationships formed using coercive means are not healthy. The whole game may fall apart, forcing us to come clean to partners and work towards achieving union more healthily. The cosmic weather is then quiet until the evening, when the Libra Sun trines Saturn in Aquarius, helping us to achieve our goals. Our past labor bears fruit, and we are provided with recognition for reaching a personal milestone. Structures have been put in place which facilitate our success. Therefore, we work less hard and see greater returns. Those with less experience can benefit from our guidance at this time. We might even use this influence to train someone to manage less rigorous duties as we rise into a position of authority and take on more responsibility.